See what happens. Maybe we'll crash. Maybe we don't. I should turn off my own mic. That'll help too. Nothing yet. Okay, vertical is live. Why isn't horizontal live yet? Nothing yet. Okay, vertical is live. Why isn't horizontal live yet? Nothing yet. Okay, vertical is live. Oh, that's cool. Why isn't horizontal live? Oh, we get echoes. Okay, vertical is live. Oh, that's cool. Oh, we get echoes. Vertical is live. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. We get echoes. How are we getting an echo? How are we getting an It looks like this works. So hey everyone.
You seem to be working.
Yes.
Hello,
apparently. Hello. We had some serious sound issues, and you know what, Mark? It's a 2 PC setup, and if you have the sound coming from the exact same point, you think the sound's coming from this PC where it's coming from the other PC. So
yeah, I like the simplified 1 PC setup, to be honest.
Just trying to show off, I guess. That's what you get when you show off.
No, I used to use 2 PCs. I used to use my main PC for the streams and for gaming while streaming those from another PC, and that worked really well, but I built a single PC that is more than capable of doing both.
Yeah. First of all, let me see. Can I? Yes. Okay, we don't have moderators yet, so now I'm a moderator, and there's a second moderator, at least for now. So, for people who are wondering what we're doing and why we're here, that's his fault. The guy right next to me. He came up with this idea. So, if you have any complaints, blame him, not me.
For those I mean, come on, Peter. This is much wanted from the communities around us, and needed too.
Yes.
You see all these people getting on these streams, and they're on their PCs, and they just have their little circle in the tile of the StreamYard or the Restream or the Meet or what have you, when there's so much more you can do.
Yes.
So much more you can do with OBS. It's an essential software if you're going on streams and you're on a PC.
And for people who don't know who we are, my name's Peter DeTukker. I work for the Gonna Go For It channel. I dabble a little bit around on Ross channel for people who have seen me there. And this guy here is Mark Stoney.
Hello.
And we're kind of here for the exact same reason, which is a guy called Kent Hovind, because that's why I started my channel. I think that's even why you started your channel, isn't it?
Yeah, well, actually, I started my channel way back. I had another YouTube channel before this one, but I started it as a drone channel. I've kind of progressed back into that arena recently. It's a hobby of mine. I like flying drones, but you know, I do use OBS a lot. I go on streams almost daily to talk to people in the communities, to butt heads and whatnot.
As do I.
But yeah, I love I love using OBS as a tool to be able to show people things without having to share a screen. You could
Yes.
just pop it up in your tile, and it's there for all to see.
Yeah,
Um,
I think
and also being able to mix in sound effects and everything as well is pretty cool.
yeah, you can have uh, pretty much all of the options. Even if you're not streaming, it's still a good thing to have OBS and just use that as your virtual camera. And so, for people who want to do that,
Yep.
we will get to that. Um, since we don't have a guest because the missing guest is actually missing for once, so living up to the name, I guess. I think that's it. What we're gonna do is just do some random stuff, I guess, and see whether or not that works. And we do have a few people in the live chat. So first one here was Phantom X. So welcome, Phantom X. And then we have
Hey, Phantom and
a
Soot Kettle.
Soot Kettle. I'm pretty sure there's a deviant lurking somewhere because I think we might be restreamed to your room, Mark.
Yes, I believe so.
I think that's the case here. So yeah, so we can help people set up everything from scratch. So if that is what you need, just tag me in on the chat because I will see that. So if you tag in either OBS tips and tricks or gonna go for it, I'll see it, or tag in Mark and Mark will see it. And then we can bring you in here to see if we can help you out with some of the problems that you're having. Until then,
Yeah, and that's really what we want to do with the show is bring in guests and help them, whether it be from scratch or setting up plugins or what have you.
yes,
Just to have kind of an open environment where people can come in and ask questions and we can do the best we can to answer.
yes, that's exactly it. So to start out, Mark, did you have something that you wanted to set up and do live on stream?
Yeah, well, I had to re-download an older version of OBS, and when I did that, I lost my spectralizer, which was one that I really like to use. I would like to go through uh, the process of setting that up and getting it working within the little bubble we have going there, because that'd be cool.
Okay. So let me see what I can do. What I then need to do is go to a different scene collection first. Because now I have my own sound. That's not good. Well, it'll work in a few seconds. I have two versions of OBS running at the moment. One where I can actually teach, and then the other one, let's see, okay, that's gonna get rid of my annoying sound. There we go. So you wanted to have the spectralizer in, okay. I don't have a camera there. You are on camera. I am not. So let's go to the single screen and oh, there we go. Now it's zoom to mouse. There we go.
So Peter, I was thinking when we're doing things like a download from scratch for a plugin, not just configuring it, we should also include the links for that in the live chat.
Yeah, we can do that.
In case somebody wants to follow along.
Yeah, can you get the link for the spectralizer? You've got a wrench, so you could put that in the live,
Can.
and you have to put it in two live chats because we're live on two different streams. We're both horizontal and vertical, so that's a new thing too. And for people who want to learn how to do that, we can help you with that as well. I see a deviant outcast is joining us on the vertical stream. So we have at least one person watching on the vertical stream. Hey, deviant.
Hello, Deviant.
So I'm curious, deviant, because this is new for me. How's the quality going on a phone? Does that work? Can you hear everything right? I'm not sure where the fun times are, deviant. She's asking where the fun is, at the horizontal or the vertical. I mean, it's kind of both. Because some people these days want to learn things and want to watch it on a phone, want to watch YouTube on a phone. So I'm going to add this to my normal streaming as well, where we stream in both horizontal and vertical at the same time. So the spectralizer, I put it on screen. So let me do this. What you need to do there is you just add something, and I have to add it because I have two different things here. So you have to add it in horizontal. So you click on the plus, and you go to spectralizer. Then just click OK. So what you have now is, let me fix that for a second because otherwise people are getting dizzy. So here are your modes. You can have bars. You can have a circular bar. I think that's what Mark is wanting to do. And then you can have a filter. I haven't done the filters yet, but so let's select a color that fits with the overall theme. So I'm selecting blue for you, Mark, and I need to bring that in because otherwise people can't see it at all. Okay, there we go. And then I have to hook it up to an audio source. So in this case, it's going to be desktop audio because that's where Mark is. So Mark, if you say something, we should have movement.
Hello, hello.
Why is that not working?
Nope,
Why
because
is
I can't find my spectralizer source. I downloaded it, and I don't know where it is. How do you get it into OBS?
the moment you install it, it should be in OBS. It may be that you have to restart OBS to get it actually working.
Okay,
But
well, let me see if I can just pull up another instance of OBS real quick and see if it's working or if it's there.
what I don't get is it should pick up your audio,
Oh.
and it doesn't.
No, it's when I reopen OBS, it is in there now. So
Okay, let
that's
me
a
see.
good sign.
And it's still not working for me, which is kind of weird. Oh, obviously.
So what I'm going to
Obviously.
have to do is shut down my OBS momentarily.
I need to go to my advanced audio properties and put because otherwise we're going to have all kinds of problems. And that one also to monitor only. And then where's my producer mic? There it is. Monitor only. Go. Okay. So now it should work if I now go back here and choose desktop audio.
Check.
There we go.
Check 1, 2.
Yes. See, now
All
it
right.
doesn't work when I'm talking, but it does work when you are talking. So let me.
Check 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, I see it on my face there. So you're
Yes.
setting it up on your end, and I'm going to set up the bars on my end and see how that looks.
Yeah. And what you can do is you can obviously make it. This is messing with my head, having two versions of OBS at the same time. So make this a little bigger. I think that should work. But Mark is silent, so we can't see it.
Let's see. I believe I've got mine working as well. So I've got a
Yes.
blue on my face, a blue circle, and the bars down at the bottom of mine. So yeah, we both were able to get the spectralizer working. So
Yes.
that's a win for the OBS guys in my book.
And if you want to, close. I need to go to properties there. Okay, so if you want to make the circle a little bit bigger, the way you do that is you add more bars. Where was that? Source, filter, color, bar width, height, spacing, offset, padding, gravity, detail.
And how do you make them with the rounded? Oh, there it is. Use rounded corners.
Yes.
Hit OK, and it still doesn't look like it's got rounded corners.
Oh, there it is.
Hey.
Number of bins. So I'm going to enlarge the number of bins, and for the people who want to see what happens if I do that, then you can see it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then you can place it around Mark's head. There you go.
Power off.
And then now he's got it around his head.
Now whenever I speak, I've got my own spectralizer and yours as well. Cool.
See? And now we have a guest who should be here. Missing Mod. Where the hell are you? I had to do a new title and everything. You were supposed to be in here.
Missing Mod.
Yes. This was supposed...
She's in the audience.
Yes.
She's the guest.
Yes, but this was supposed to be a threesome. Did I say something wrong there again? I always do. Never mind. So this is how you set up your spectralizer.
Deviant is saying in the chat that we're flipped.
Yeah. So we are flipped. The reason for that is because I'm using a plugin to zoom in so I can show people what I'm doing. So if I go across the screen, it will move with my mouse so I can actually highlight things so you guys can follow along. That won't work on a vertical screen, I noticed. So on a vertical screen, I still have to flip it in order to get the full screen, or it will make a tiny screen. So
excuse me.
Yeah, Missing Mod, if you want to come in, the link is at the top. You can just click the link and come in, but you'll have to warn us in chat that you're coming in because I'm not watching StreamYard to see whether or not someone is joining, and I took it off of auto adding, so you're not going to be automatically added to the stream. So if you want to come in, if you have questions and you want us to help you set up stuff, just let us know. So yeah, this is basically the spectralizer.
Oh no.
He broke up with OBS. Oh boy.
Why would you do that? OBS didn't do anything to you.
Yeah. Are you going to sue for child support now?
Obviously.
I mean, if that's a thing, then I'm breaking up with OBS too. So, okay, so this is how that works. So at least we've got that done.
You'll have to forgive me. I've had some sneezing going on this morning. A little bit of a stuffy nose, but I'll try to hold it back.
Yeah, no problem. So I'll turn my spectralizer off now because otherwise we're gonna have Mark sitting in this radius and people will start thinking that he's kind of godlike or something. I can't have that. If anything, I want to be that guy. Okay, so yeah, this is basically how you set it up. So you can play around with the spectralizer and just do pretty much whatever you want. Let's go to properties. So you can, this is messing with my head. Two different OBS. So here, as you can see, you can select your color. You can pick pretty much every color you want. You can make a custom color. You can even pick a screen color. If you click on this particular thingy here, you can pick a screen color and save all of those. It's pretty much self-explanatory, and you can choose whatever you want to do. So now I have it set to circular bars. You can also have the normal bars, and you can have this wire, which is kind of a thing too. If this is your thing, if you play a lot of music in the background, this might be a good thing to use for an intro or a waiting screen, for instance. You can add all of this, and it's kind of a nice tool to have. So
yeah,
there we go.
It works really well too. So you can like see
Yes.
it in the back. Right now, I've got it set to my foreground, but I've been working on it, and I'm gonna transition. Where's that transition? There, I put it behind me. You probably can't see it because it's blue behind me, though. I can
Yeah.
change that.
And you might increase it so it goes up higher, and then play with the gravity a little bit so it goes down a little slower than it used to.
How about yellow? Can you see the yellow back there? I need to make it go up higher.
Yeah.
So turn the gravity down makes it go up higher, right?
No, the gravity is what makes it go down after you had volume. So if you turn up the gravity, then it'll go down faster. And if you turn down the gravity, it goes down slower.
So how do you make it go up higher? Or that's probably going plenty high. You can probably see that.
Let's see. You can set the height. So I have the height set now to 100 pixels, but if you set up the height to go higher, then obviously the bars are going to go higher, or the wire is going to go higher. That's how you set that up.
Let's try 200 pixels. There we go. Yeah. Now you can kind of see it in the background there. I should turn my gravity down because they're jumping down too fast. Turn it way down. Yeah. A little better.
See? So
cool.
This is how that works.
Now you can see my yellow bars behind me when I'm talking.
And in case people are wondering, because they see you in a circle. So how did we do that? How are you so neatly in this particular circle? I need to. No, I have that in here. So yes, I'm still on the guest. If I hold on, my mouse isn't following. There we go. So if I go here and I click and I go to filters, then up here you can see that I have an image or mask blend. The way that works is you can mask out your camera, and you can do that in two different ways. The easiest way is to just use a PNG, which you make. You make a round circle, and the white part in the circle is what is shown, and the black part in the circle is what is going to be hidden. So you can basically put a mask on everything on your camera, and then use it like that. The fun things only come in when you start using the move transition, which is something that I want to touch on next. What do you think, Mark?
Sure.
Okay, so
I have no idea how to do all that. I'd love to learn.
Okay, so let's go back to this for a second. And so the move transition, as you know, you can have several transitions that you can add into OBS. I would strongly advise that if you are setting up OBS for yourself, the first thing you need to download is the Move transition. It's just called Move. I should have a link. Hold on. I should have had this before we started because I have saved all the links, at least so far. There we go. Open it up with Notepad. Why are you constantly asking me how should I open this? I thought I told you already. Okay, the Move transition. Copy and then go here, paste. There you go. And now let's go to the vertical stream as well. Where's my vertical stream? Oh, never mind. Here. Paste. There you go. So this is the link to the Move transition, and I would strongly advise everyone who is setting up OBS to make sure that you have the Move transition, because it will basically do the same thing the fade will do. But if you have similar things on screen, it will move those over. So let's say Missing Mod wasn't lazy and she would have been here, then we would have Missing Mod in the third circle here. And as you can see, that moves nicely into screen, and we just get a little bit smaller. All of this is done with the Move transition, and it's not the only thing you can do, because you can also set it as a filter. So for instance, let me, and then I have to add myself in a different scene. So let's go to where is my, there's my zoom to mouse. So okay, so let's say I want to do a teaching video, and I want to switch from this screen to my teaching video, but I want to be on screen still. What I do then is I do this, and I'm still here, and now I don't know why it didn't move me, which is kind of weird. It should have done. That is weird. Hold on, no, that's probably, it's not that weird, because it's, I haven't set it up in a different scene. Never mind. Let me show you in a different way. I can still do that in a different way. So, it's easier. I go to my Hangout screen. So let's switch to the screen that I usually use when I'm in a Hangout. So this is my room. This is 100% real. This is not a green screen at all. If I switch from this to my teaching screen, look what happens. I'm still on screen. I stay on screen.
The back moved.
Yes, and it just moves. And this is what the Move transition does. And for some reason, I just noticed, oh, obviously, because my Hangout screen isn't in the vertical mode. So people on vertical mode can't see it. I forgot to add that. Never mind. I will do that for the next one.
Remember it for the next time.
Yes. So, and please like and subscribe. Why I made that thing. So the Move transition, what you need to do is set it up. Do you have it downloaded, Mark?
Sure do, but I'm gonna have to do what I did last time and close and reopen OBS again. So bear with me for just a second.
Yeah, I'll go to the teaching screen, and I'll remove my ugly mug from that one. So let's see. So if you want to set up your Move transition, so
yeah, let's do that. So I've already got a scene that I use for my games when I'm using that as a virtual cam, and it's my screen capture. Let's
Mhm.
set it up to where my camera from this source that I'm using now, or this scene that I'm using now, will transition to the bottom right corner.
Okay. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to create the whole thing from scratch. We're going to
All right.
flip out our OBS, and we should have. So now we have a completely clean OBS. As you can see, we have one scene, and we have nothing here. So first, we're going to set up the move transition. This is where you select your transitions and then you check move. The duration, I like to set it to around 800 milliseconds because then you've got a nice long transition and it just looks a little bit better. Now we come to the settings. If you click on the three dots here, you can go to properties, and let me get the properties full screen. There we go.
Peter,
So
I don't have move as a transition. I downloaded it. I'm sure I did.
and you
Let me make
installed it.
sure I installed it correctly. Let me check that
Okay.
again.
I'm really messing with Deviant and Soot at the moment because they're watching on a phone and they have to keep turning the phone so they can keep watching. My apology. So this is just
Okay.
what happens if they have a plugin and it's not really ready for vertical yet.
So I didn't install it correctly. To properly install the move transition, you have to have OBS closed.
Ah, okay, yeah. So you have it now?
I'm about to find out. Where would it be? No. Why isn't it there? Okay, Peter. Um, Let me share my screen, or yeah,
That's
what I'm looking at.
that's going to be a problem. That's a thing that I haven't set up yet. So let me really quick. Okay, there we go. Add a window capture.
Well, it's my virtual cam.
It's your virtual cam. Yeah, I
Yes,
still
sir.
have to set that up. Uh,
Okay.
let's see. We'll go to StreamYard Studio. There we go. Then we have to crop it so it. Whoops. Why is it? There we go. So to crop people, you push the Alt button, and then you just crop it in like so. So this should be cropped in neatly. All I see is bars, Mark. I can't see.
Okay, there we go. So this is
Okay,
my OBS, and this is where the move transition should be, right?
it should be under scene transitions. Yes. If you click on scene
Yeah.
transitions, it's you'll underneath there. There's a
Oh,
where you
down
can select.
here.
Yes,
Yeah. No, I have cut and fade.
that is weird.
Yeah, no, I downloaded it.
So this might be because you're on an older version. What version are you on?
Uh, 30.1.2.
That is weird because I'm on 30.1.2.
Huh. So what am I doing
And
wrong?
you have shut down OBS
Why am I-
completely and restarted it?
I thought I did. Oh, this is automatic scene switcher. Let me close OBS again and
Yeah, let's see what happens. See, and
see
now
about the download one more time.
I can at least crop you out correctly so we don't get half a screen. There we go. And I'm still wondering, Missing Mod, why aren't you in here yet? You were supposed to be our guest. So why are you in the chat but not in StreamYard? That is...
That's something, isn't it?
It is. And now I'm looking... Why isn't my virtual camera working in StreamYard? That is weird. Oh, yes, because
So
I'm looking at
you
you.
download it and it's supposed to automatically add it to OBS, right?
Yes.
Did I download the wrong thing?
I don't know. Did you download the thing that I got you the link for?
Yeah, I did.
That is weird.
Well, we could watch their tutorial video.
Hold on.
Unzip it and the okay. I'm gonna try the manual installation. It says use the installer for ease of installation, but
Yes, the installer should just work. So let me see. Yeah, you should pick the installer 3.0.2, the Windows installer, but I think you may have to unzip it and then install it. So
okay.
that could be a setting in your Windows where it might not be able to install directly from a zip file. That's a thing that I don't know. I know a lot about OBS. I know absolutely nothing about Windows. So there's that. And I'm slowly learning because I used to have the Dutch version of Windows. And it's kind of crappy if you want to teach people something and all the menus have different names. So that's not going to work.
All right. Why is it trying to install it there? That doesn't make any sense. Manual downloads or manual installs are fun. Program files, OBS Studios, where did you go? Gee whiz. I have to close OBS again. There it is. Okay.
So now we wait until Mark.
Right. Now it's there in the right folder. So I'm going to open OBS again. See if it's not there. Peter, I'm lost on this one, bud.
That is really weird.
Because I did the automatic download and the manual download or the manual install. What am I doing wrong?
I honestly don't know. What I do find is that when you close your OBS and restart...
Oh wait, there it is. I have it.
Okay.
I wasn't doing it right. Okay.
Okay.
So now I'm in properties for move.
Okay, great. So let me hop over to this one and then go to properties. So There are a few settings that you want to have here, and you just set them once and then you're done. So first you have to check contains the other source name, and the other two you just leave unchecked at the top. Then next in general, you have to check match nesting scenes and cache transitions. I haven't checked that because I don't think that's a problem. You can have the switch point set to 50%. So that's automatic. You don't have to change there anything. Easing. Yeah, you should choose easing in and out. That just means that when you get a move transition, it will start slowly, then speed up. And at the end of the transition, it would slow down a little. And it's just a little easier on the eyes, and it just looks a little bit better. Easing function, you can leave that to cubic. Not going to be a problem. Transition, and this is I think where it becomes kind of weird. You set the transition to fade, and I will explain that later why you need to do that. So set the transition to fade, and then transition scale type, you can leave that as is. The curve, you can leave that as is. And then we get to appearing items. Same thing here, ease in and out. Easing function to cubic. You uncheck zoom, which is also going against what you feel you should do, but you need to uncheck zoom. For position, you choose none. And this is where I made a mistake. I had mine always set to center, and then things will disappear into the center if they are. So let's say you have a source on scene 1, and the same source isn't on scene 2, then it would disappear into the center. If you check none, and because we chose the transition to set to fade, it will just fade out, and it looks a little bit more professional than the other option. So you uncheck zoom, position none, and again, transition, you set that to fade. Okay, scrolling down further, you leave the curve as is, not going to be a problem. Disappearing items, same thing. You set the easing to ease in and ease out. Easing function to cubic, uncheck zoom, position none, transition to fade, and leave the curves as is. And basically that's it. Then you can preview the transition, but because we don't have anything in the scene, there's not a lot to see. So what it does now, as you can see, if I preview it, it acts like a fade, which is what you want. If you have two different scenes set up, and there are two things in a separate scene where one isn't in the other, it will just nicely fade away. So I'll show you all of this. I need to go check first. Mark, can you
Yes.
go back to your camera again instead of sharing your OBS? Because then I'm going to use you to set up everything in the other OBS. So we have an empty scene. What we're going to do is we're going to add a window capture, and then go here. It automatically goes to StreamYard, so we'll do it like this. To crop it, as I said, for cropping you can just take it here and make it smaller or bigger for people who are completely new here. If you want to crop it, you press the Alt button and then crop it. You see the line go green, and this means that you're just cropping the screen. If you don't do it like this, there's another way. If you need to stretch or do something, you mark very skinny or very fat. So
I'm somewhere in the middle.
yes, so that's when you hold the shift button, and then you can stretch things if that is what you need. But go back to your camera, Mark, because I'm still using you for the teaching thing. There we go. So, did you remove your green screen, or did I?
Oh,
no.
Sorry, wrong. I was wrong. I did that.
Okay. Can you?
I was trying out the stuff.
Yeah. Put your green screen up until we're done, because that's something we're going to need.
Okay.
So I can show people how we do all of that. Okay, I'm going to go to my Hangout output. There we go. Okay, because I want to show people exactly what I did to get this particular thing. Where's my old studio? I should still have. Another thing, if you want to add a source to OBS, what a lot of people do is they click on the plus and then go look for their source. There's a much easier way to do all of that, because you don't have to click and then add. If you have a folder open, and I can't seem to find my old studio. Okay, I'm going to put Mark in Harry Potter, because I'm going to add Grimmauld Place. So there we go. What you can do, it's got Bernie Sanders too. I didn't even know he was still there. So what you can do, you can just go to the folder and drag whatever you want in your scene straight into OBS, which is a lot easier than clicking on the plus and then going through your entire computer every single time you want to add something. So, okay, let's do this and then make it so it fits the screen. And hold on, I haven't set it zoom to mouse. Okay, so you can just drag it in here, and then here you fit it to screen. What you need to do then is you drag it below, and now we can see Mark again, but he's still on a green screen. So we're going to fix that too. We're going to go to window capture, filters, click on the plus, go all the way up to the top where it says chroma key, and we're going to click OK. And now Mark looks nice in the Harry Potter room. In order to make it
Potter.
Yes, in order to make it a little bit better, we're going to just add another filter, because we need to do a little bit. We need a little bit of color correction. So I'm adding a color correction and just dragging the gamma down slightly, and that will give Mark his natural complexion back. And so now it looks a little bit more convincing that you're actually in Harry Potter's uncle's house. That was Grimmauld Place. So there we go. So now we have Mark in here. Let's say we want to do some teaching. So what we would do is rename this scene. Go up to rename. And then for this one, he'd be the host. So we're naming the scene host. What I usually do is, if I want to have another scene and I want to have something in that particular scene that I already have, I will right click and just right click and just choose duplicate. Then you can add your name. So I'll make that teach. There we go. Okay, now we've got the exact same scene, and now we can just remove Grimmauld Place by clicking on the trash can. And what we're going to do with Mark, uncheck the lock. We're going to take Mark down a notch like this, and we're going to add a screen capture, because I want to capture the entire screen. Display captured. There we go. Okay, And now I can choose from 2 different ones. And I'm going to need, wait a minute. There we go. Oh, they're both the same. Primer to, okay, I'm going to choose this one, not the primary monitor. There we go. That's not going to work. Yeah, that is going to work. Okay, drag it below Mark. And now you see Mark in front of the teaching screen. If I now go back, what the move transition will do, it will move Mark nicely. And I can, even if I want, let's say I want to make Mark just a little bit smaller, you can do that. Don't forget to click the locks on here, because that will lock your scene. And so once you've done that, you can't accidentally change the sizes of the screens. But with the move transition now, this is for your gaming is kind of cool as well, Mark, because then you can have your game, and you can switch over, and it will nicely transform you from being in your normal room where you have your chatting scene, and then go to your gaming scene, and it will still have you on screen. So, and this is something you can do with the move transition. Then there's another thing you can do. So let's say you want to do a little bit more. We can go to your window capture, go to filters, and then here we should be able to select move source as a filter. So let's do, hold on.
Now, what does that do, moving the source as a filter?
I think I got the wrong one.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. The filter only works on scenes and groups. Okay. So we don't want to have this one. Which is the one that I need then? Move value. That was the one. Sorry. There we go. There we go. So, if we add a move value filter, what we can do then is we can, hold on, let me move this down a little. What I'm going to do is, no, I can't select Mark. There we go. This is Mark. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move Mark over to that side. And I'm going to go here into my thingy and get value. And let's say I'm going to add another one, another move value. That's going to be move value 2. What I'm going to do now is move Mark back over here again and click get value. So now if you have a Stream Deck or if you have Touch Portal, and I always advise people to get Touch Portal, because why would you pay a ton of money for something that you can have for almost free? And for this, you would need the paid version because you're going to run out of buttons with the free one. What? Let's see what happens on screen when I enable this one. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I didn't put a delay. So let's go here. The delay is still on. Custom duration, 300 milliseconds. So I want to do that in, let's say, a second. So we're going to choose 1,000 milliseconds. Ease in and out. All of that. Start trigger. I'm going to activate that when I activate the filter. So let me see. Yes, enable. When the eye icon in front of this filter is enabled. Stop trigger. when the move is done. So, okay. Same thing for this one. I'm going to go to my duration, make that, and I'm doing this off the cuff. I have no clue if this is going to work, but we'll see. Activate, enable when the eye icon becomes visible, none, stop when the move is done. So let's see what happens. Oh, I shouldn't have closed it. So let's see what happens if I click on this. Why isn't that working? Okay. Apparently, I'm trying to teach people something that I don't even know. But I do know. Move value type. No. This is weird. Ease in and out. Easing function. Filter only enabled when moving. That should be good. Why isn't this working then? Filter. Ah! Hold on. Move value. Move value type. Does it do something now? Do. Okay, move value, get value. Then we go to move value 2, set the filter, move value 2, move mark over, there, get value. Work now? Nope. Okay, I'm trying to teach people something that I don't know how to do.
Uh-oh. Trial and error.
Yes, because it should move you on screen. So this is kind of weird. Enable when the eye icon is enabled. Start trigger.
Well, I got my move transition to work.
Yes, but you can also use it as a filter, which means that you should be able to move yourself across the screen. And I don't know why this isn't doing that. Setting?
I don't know.
There's no setting, which is weird. It is doing something, but for some reason, it isn't moving you across the screen as it should. And this is what I don't get. This is weird. Okay, move value 1, get value. Move it over, switch to move value 2, get value. This, I have no clue why that's not working. Single setting, single setting. I want to know why this isn't working. Because I have it working on my own OBS.
I have no answer for you, Peter.
No, I should be able to just go here too. And then trigger this one. That's also not doing anything. It's not getting the value for some reason. And I don't know why it's not getting the value. Because if I move you over here and I say get value. Okay, now I'm missing everything. See, this is how this works. Get value. and then go over here, move it, and then on this one, get value. Weird thing is, I can't change a setting. What if I do this? Setting. Okay. Get values. Settings. Move it over. Get value. Still doesn't work. Okay, I'm going to figure this out because I have it working. I just don't know what I'm forgetting here. Probably forgetting something.
Gotta be.
I'm pretty sure this has to be on single setting. And then you click get value, custom duration, and delay, not necessary. Let's see if I should have done that. Nope. Nope. That's not it either. No, because that is going to turn your filter off the moment. You know what? This is actually easy because didn't I say that I have a 2 PC setup? So I can just sneak a peek in my OBS settings to see how I did that. So I will just start up another OBS. Missing mod, you just want Mark to be bigger because you want Mark to be bigger. Had you been in here, he would have been big for you all the time. See, that's what you get. If you don't show up, then well, things don't go your way. That's just it. I do want to touch on
show up just in the comments.
Yes,
not in the show.
In the wrong end. Why isn't my OBS coming on?
Lame.
Yes, definitely. I do have something else to show because a lot of people are wondering if I stream with OBS and I want to highlight the comments in the side chat. Can I do that? Yes, you can. You can't have the thing that I have because I can actually show comments on screen and then give away the key to other people and they could then moderate. My OBS is not running. Why is my OBS not running? This is just as it's supposed to be. Okay, there we go. Now I have 2 OBSs running. Let's go to on Raw. Blasphemers Bible. There we go. I think my OBS, not only is my OBS, there we go. Now it's working. See, this is why I bought a new computer because my old one is so incredibly slow. It takes hours to do things. Okay, I'm in OBS, so okay, filters. I didn't use filters? What the hell?
And the awkward silence.
Yes, because now I'm completely at a loss of how I did this. Because I can actually trigger it. which is... How did I do that? Let me see.
Magic. OBS magic.
Well, I have to go into my touch portal thing and see what I did to configure the button. So let's see what I did. Toggle button state.
Now I want to play with my move transition since I got it working. And my spectralizer and all that.
I should have a move source in. And then why don't I have a move source in on my scene? I'm looking on the actual source, and that's where I went wrong. Filters. There we go. So, forget everything I taught you. We're going to ditch these because I did it right, except you don't do that here. You do that on your scene. There we go. Effect filters. Now we go to move source. Click OK. There we go. So our source is going to be display capture. Now I got it working. Custom duration, I'm going to set that to 1000 milliseconds, which is a second. Easing in and easing out. That's all going to be the same thing. And I'm going to click on Get Transform. I'm going to add another move source. Okay. Same thing. Display capture. Change that to a second. There we go. What I'm going to do now is move mark over to here and click on Get Transform. What happens now if I show this source? Now it's still not working. I'm so losing it. Hold on.
No.
I'm so losing it. Custom duration.
You sounded so sure that time.
Yes, I did, didn't I? And it got the positions. Transform relative. Visibility. No change, no change. Difference position to 0. I forgot to set it. Start trigger. Enable when the icon. Okay. Go to this one. All the way down. See? If you don't have a trigger to trigger it, then nothing is going to happen. So there we go. So now, it still doesn't work. See, this is why you have people to teach you, because I'm teaching you how to not do this. In case
Look, I'm moving back and forth. Look at that.
So you got it working and I didn't. That's
well,
it?
just the regular move. Just the regular move transition.
Okay.
Not the filters and stuff. But I can be big in the middle of my screen, and then I can go down into the corner. And that's exactly what I want to be able to do to just be talking in the meet room or on a stream. And if I feel like gaming or sharing my screen, just boom, right there. I'm small in the corner.
Let me see what I did wrong here. So I have transform checked. There is a position. Transform relative. I didn't change the curve. No change, no change. Difference in position is still 0. And then go down. Filter only enabled when moving. Enable when the eye icon. Stop trigger, none. Simultaneous move, none. Next move, none. And move end. Start. I have no clue. Okay, so get the move.
All right, we can move on to something else.
I really want this to work. I'm going to be
Well, let's get it.
obnoxious for just a few seconds. I'm going to go up here and see if I can get transform. This doesn't do anything. Go over here, move you over. Get transform. I have no clue why this is not working, because it is working on my other computer. And it is working in my other scene, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
And I have the source set correctly. So I'm going to figure this out, because this is driving me nuts. Let's... hold on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add an icon right there. Make that small and see if I can move this. So the source. I'm not even getting that source. Display capture. There we go. Okay. Go down, get transform, move it over, go to the second one, that one, to this one, get transform. There we go. So that's working.
You did it.
So why isn't it working with your camera? Because it should work with your camera too. Display capture, go to this one, display capture. Okay. Going to go get transform, move you over, go to the second one, get transform, and it's not doing it. This is so freaking weird. If I put it on this, it works. No, now that stopped working too. What happens if I go to display capture and I go to display capture? It doesn't work anymore. I have no clue why it's working on the icon, because I set them both, get transform, move it over, go to the other one, get transform, and that works. I should be able to do that with your camera as well, and I have no clue why this isn't working.
It's not working. It's too bad.
Display capture. This one to display capture. I'm going to try it one more time. So get transform, go to the second one, move you over, slowly go down, get transform. It's just not doing it.
I wonder why.
Yeah, because it should work with a window capture as well. It's possible that what I need to do is put that in a scene and then have the entire scene moving. I have no clue. But at least you can see that it works on a simple PNG.
I can't find our stream.
You can't find our stream?
I can't even find our channel.
OBS tips and tricks.
Okay.
Yeah, in hindsight, maybe I should have called it the OBS guys who don't know OBS or something, and that as a title.
No, we're not that bad. There it is. I found it.
See?
Well, what do you want to get into next here? Do you think we should wrap it up?
Um. Oh, a thing that I wanted to show you. Because if, as I said, some people want to um, show their comments when they're live on YouTube, and so you want to have something where you can actually show your comments in OBS. And I'm probably going to be doing that several times. There is a chat tool, and you can get that from Chrome in the Chrome store, whatever you want to call it. And there's a tutorial to that as well. But let me really quick.
We'd say we do that one on our next episode.
No problem. Yeah, we've been
and
live
wrap this
for
one up.
over an hour already. So
Yeah.
Yeah, Phantom X.
We accomplished some stuff
What?
too. We got the move transition and the spectralizer. So those
Yes.
are two good lessons right there.
And now Phantom X said, I know how to show the whole chat. I want to highlight specific comments. That is the tool that I'm talking about. Let me really quick see if I can enable that. I'll have to do some stuff in the background. Remind me later. Go away. Okay. Where did I put that? OBS WebSocket. No. That's not in user scripts. This is in extensions. I have to, hold on. Live chat overlay. There we go. Not on studio. When you click the extension, reload. There we go. Now I should be able to pop out. And that's not working either. No. Hold on. I need to do that on a stream. Let's enable as access to this site. Options. Okay. Well, I need to disable my usual one. Hold on. I hate it when so this is, and I'm not going to blame missing mod, but the thing that I was hoping to do is have some simple questions and then go through those. Because we didn't have a guest today. That wasn't a thing. So there we go. Okay, let's see if I reload. Why is it going to my YouTube studio? It shouldn't. I want to go to the stream. Okay. There we go. It's the vertical one. There we go. Okay. Now I have a chat, and I should pop it out. And it's still not working. Why isn't it not working?
Well, let's figure out our bugs
Yeah.
backstage
Well,
and go ahead and wrap this one up.
we'll do that next time. So sorry, Phantom. I was trying to see if I can do that. Apparently not, because this is hold on. There we go. So this is just interfering because I have two different things to show the chat running at the same time. That's probably not going to work simultaneously. So that's where the problem is. What I need to do is I need to disable the one that I'm usually using for my live streams, and then enable the new one that I have. But so there is a way.
The show, yeah.
Yeah, there is a way to show your comments on screen. And yeah, I would really have liked to show you that, but apparently that just doesn't work.
All right. Well, I think that's about gonna wrap it up for us OBS guys here today. It was a little rocky road, but we're gonna get it together and try to pump out some more content for you guys,
Yes.
OBS related,
And what we would prefer
it's gonna be a good
is
time.
to have a guest here who has a specific thing that they want to learn in OBS. So basically setting up your first scene, how to set up your audio, stuff like that, and then we can go through all of that in one show, and then maybe add in a few things, and then I can actually prepare and do things on screen, and it will actually work. And I'm going to hit my head when I finally figure out how to move Mark across the screen, because I did know how to do that, and for some stupid reason, I no longer can. So this is kind of weird. But anyway, Mark, any remarks, questions other than that I'm a crappy teacher?
No, I wouldn't say you're a crappy teacher. I'd say this is how it goes with any kind of new software. There's going to be bugs. There's going to be things that you have to figure out. It's just part of the learning curve, part of the experience.
Yes. And I have to say, so when I do stuff and people ask me to explain that, I will check it up front and see how to do it, so I can actually do that in real time. So we'll try and do better every single time we come on here.
That's right.
If I'm not mistaken, at least the show went out well on both things.
I believe so.
We were in vertical and in horizontal, so that's a new one for me because I have tried it out. I haven't tried it out with a guest yet to see whether or not my computer can actually do that. I think there were some glitches where I was trying to overstretch it on my computer, and I think that's because I had two occasions of OBS running at the same time. That's going to be a strain on your graphics card anyway, because if you're showing the same thing on two different instances of OBS, all of that is going to your same graphics card, and then it has to encode two entirely different live streams, a vertical one and horizontal one. So I think that's the main issue. But yeah, before I showed the second OBS, things were working well. So I will also be able to help people if you want to live stream and do your live streams twice, so both horizontally and vertically. All you need to do is make all your artwork twice and set up OBS twice. So that's cool. Even more work, but it works. I mean, you can see it, and you can have multiple guests. We can go up to 4 people in this room, and as I said, this is why you need your move transition to make things look good.
Yes, sir. And that does look good. Very professional.
Yeah, it does. I think it does add to your stream if you have the move transition added to it. So we don't have an outro yet, so I'm basically going to say see you all next time. What are we going to do, Mark? Do we do this every week, or do we do this at random times?
Let's shoot for every other week for now, and then see how it develops. How does that sound?
Yeah, cool with me. So
all right.
No
That
show
way
next.
I'll have some time to set up some stuff on
Yeah.
myself and maybe find us a guest.
Yes. A guest who shows up.
All right.
Missing mod. A
Sounds
guest who
good.
shows up. A guest who's actually going to be here. Okay. Well, we'll see you all next time. This was fun. Bye, everyone.
Thanks for joining us.
Bye-bye.
Bye.